Alrighty. And thank you everyone for being with us this morning. Thank you for taking this time out of your week to come and be with us in real time as we come together for our collective and our individual spiritual growth. This morning what I would like to take into our opening treatment, and please keep in mind what we're doing in treatment, is we are cooperating with the way that the universe works. We are praying, believing in our hearts. Once we do that, there is a power that takes our belief and it does whatever needs must be for the fulfillment of the word. In biblical terms, we're told our word shall not return unto us void. If we cast our bread upon the waters, it shall return to us. To put it in a different light, what we are doing is accepting the grace, the activity of God in our lives and in our consciousness. And that's what we want to focus on today. The divine already knows how to do it and is already doing it. We just have to get out of the way. So we come together this morning and we recognize that there is a power and an intelligence, a poise in the universe. It always knows what it wants. It always knows exactly what to do. And it is all powerful. That is, it is capable of doing whatever needs must be for the fulfillment of its intention. There is nothing that can stand in God's way. The immutableness, the inevitableness of God, as Emma Curtis Hopkins would call it. There is no power in the universe that could stand against God. There is no power of good and power of evil. There's only one power, and we call it God. That power has created us, what we call us, out of itself. What we call us, it calls itself expressing life as us. It has no sense of self and other. There is no sense of separation in the mind of God. The sense of separation is a delusion in the mind of humanity. And since it sees us only as it sees itself, there are no obstacles that could possibly arise that would prevent God from fulfilling its intention as us and through us. We recognize that its intention is for each and every one of us to awaken, to discover the divine presence within that is laying in sweet and silent repose, awaiting our discovery of it. And that once we consciously accept this awakening, the power that has created the entire universe as itself knows what to do, how to do it, and when to do it, to allow that unfoldment to complete in its logical, in its normal conclusion. The experience of unity. So today we release and let go of every and any delusion of human mind that we have ever accepted that has served to appear to impede our awakening, our progress, our upward movement to the inevitable experience of union with the divine. We accept God's grace, that is God's action in our lives, God's movement in our lives for no purpose other than we are part of it. We allow it to do its work in us, as us, and through us. We allow that fire that rises up within us, which is the presence of the divine, to dissolve, to melt away, to purify, to release any and every idea in consciousness that is unlike the immutable power of God, bringing us all home. We are grateful for the opportunity to come together today to remind ourselves of the truth that God is all there is, that God knows what to do, that God is already doing it, that our success was assured before we awakened to the call. We are grateful to know that there is a power in the universe that does respond to us exactly according to our belief, and this statement is a declaration of our belief, a declaration of our intention that right now we are accepting the activity of God's Spirit within us, moving our consciousness through the veils of delusion into the experience of the presence of God. We release this treatment to that law, to that power, to that doer of the word. So certain it is done that we say together, and so it is.